What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today, I have an exciting unboxing to dig into for you. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I'd love to have you here. And before you head out, do me a huge favor. Hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. Pushes the video out there so more people have a chance to check it out. Let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love hearing from you. So thank you to Kizer for sending this in for us to take a look at. I believe this is out of their new line for either, I think it's for July. So let's get in here and take a look at this thing. It's a model that I have not heard of, so this should be pretty interesting. Casual unboxing, microfiber cloth, and stickers. We have extra hardware here, and then our knife is going to be in this cellophane baggie with a silica pack. So what we are looking at here is called the Riverbank. So the Kizer Riverbank, and this is going to be out of their more affordable line, the Vanguard style line. And this is a cool looking knife. So we're looking at Nitro V for the blade steel. We have a nice stonewash finish. I love that deep tumbled finish that they do. And on the back here, oh, it's an Azo design. Very solid. Just a nice clean drop point blade. Little swedge going to the tip there. We have some fine jimping up here on the spine. Sharpening choil looks pretty good. The action is superb on this for a flipper knife. Nice and snappy. You can push button it, light switch it. And then as far as the detent ball on the close, you're going to be there, and that's past it here. So you should be able to, you'll be past it there, and you'll be able to let it go home. So you shouldn't have any of the double clutching issues. Even if you're up a little higher on that liner, you should be past it and not have any problems. So that's good. Nice early detent on the close. As far as lockup, pretty early, looking like 25%, 30% or so. We are nicely centered up at maybe a smidge off to the show side, but we can see if that may be just a turn of the pivot screw there. And let's see here. There's no detent lash whatsoever. Nice snappy action on this thing. And then we're looking at some layered micarta here. This is going to be, it looks to be some of their new natural micarta, which I definitely prefer this look and this micarta, the natural micarta, to some of their older stuff that they've done in the past. Just not the best quality when it comes to the natural micarta, but that's been a struggle with many companies over the last couple of years. I'm glad to see, because I like natural micarta, and I like the look of it. It's just that we haven't had the best quality when it comes to that. Over the last couple of months, maybe even 6 months or so, we've seen a lot of companies start changing and upgrading their natural micarta. So it's awesome to see that we're getting a little bit different stuff here. And I love how you can see the layers of it all the way around. We do have a nice chamfer on the show side here. Going to give you very easy access to that liner. Easily disengage this thing. Now there's no chamfer on the liner there, no jimping, but it's very easy to get to. Having a chamfer or some jimping there would just be one of them niceties, you know, just it's not something that's needed, just something that would be nice to have. Jimping on the flipper tab is very nice. We have their standard deep carry pocket clip here. It will be reversible for lefties out there. The clip is not recessed, but the screws are. So plenty of clearance in there to get this in and out of the pocket. Then we have a couple of standoffs there. And speaking of how this thing will look in the pocket, let's get our issuing stitches hank out here for the week. I'm going to start switching the hank up once a week. So we'll have a different hank to show off from issuing stitches each week. So that'll be about 10 to 14 videos worth. So pretty good. As far as the clip, it's going to carry nice and deep. It has good retention. It's going to be their standard pocket clip, which works very, very well. And if you're interested in a new hank, I always have issuing stitches linked down in the description. And there is a 10% off coupon code for my viewers and my viewers only. So big shout out to issuing stitches. Why don't we go ahead and we'll see what kind of edge they put on this Nitro V. And Kizer typically does, or they almost always do a phenomenal job on their edges. And this will not be any different here. Nice and slicey, nice and sharp. And the ergonomics, you know, flipper tabs are a little different because you can't quite climb up behind that edge, but just in the casual standard grip, it's comfortable and I feel locked in. It feels good. That blade is, the way this is done, it's nice and slick, so this thing just glides through this telephone book paper, which isn't always the case even with a sharper knife. So nice edge and a good finish on that blade to kind of aid it in getting through material very easily. Now, one thing we need to know about is this lock going to hold up? So there's no up and down movement and there's no side to side movement either. So that's a good start to the lock check. We'll give this a couple of taps. We'll start here and work our way out. We'll close it, reopen it, make sure it's locked up. Give it a couple in the middle there. Check it. Nice, very nice. Very, very nice. Nothing scientific about it. We don't have a homemade machine to drop weights on it like some people do, but I would say the spine whacker has done justice for everyone that watches. But in regards to this design here, the Riverbank, I think Azo and Kizer make a good combination of designer and manufacturer. This is going to be, I'm guessing right off the, it's not going to be quite down in their ultra budget line, but this is going to be considerably very inexpensive. So if you're looking for just kind of a casual flipper knife that's got a great blade shape on it, drop point's going to be fantastic for EDC and work. And if you like flipper knives, this is a nice option right here. It's got a perfect detent. None of that lollygagging out. This thing is coming out a hellin', which I appreciate that they have started to tune these because I enjoy a flipper knife. And one thing that is enjoyable about them is if they're done right, and they have the right tuning for the detent, they can be very satisfying to open and very satisfying to mess around with as far as fidgeting or anything like that. I mean, you can sit here and do this all day long. Now, I know some people will say, I wish I had this or that or this or that, but obviously this design was meant to be a flipper only. And, you know, I'm fine with that, especially if it's executed properly. I'm fine with it. Do I prefer multiple opening methods? I do. But there's times where, and that's the case with any opening method or locking mechanism. Some days I want to get just a flipper out, and it might be a frame lock or a liner lock. Some days I want a thumb stud that has a crossbar lock or a button lock. So it just depends. I like and enjoy all of it. It just depends on the day and how I'm feeling as to, what I carry. But it's very satisfying to have a good, well done flipper knife. And Kizer just does it again with another solid design here. Great materials, Nitro V, micarta. I'm going to guess these are like right around $60 or something like that. Could be a little bit more, but I don't see them shooting quite much more than that with this. Just a very basic design and build, but executed very well. There's nothing on this knife that I would change per se. I wouldn't mind a backspacer in here, but they're trying to keep costs down with this thing, which, not that a backspacer would cost a whole lot. They do have some internal milling in there with these steel liners on both sides there, you can see. So I was going to say, this thing is very, very lightweight. It's a decent size. This is going to be that mid-size range here for a lot of people, right in the wheelhouse for a lot of people, right at 3 inches of total edge, and we're looking at like 2 7/8 of cutting edge, and then we're just over 7 inches. We're looking at like 7 1/16. So going to be in a lot of people's wheelhouses. You guys will have to let me know, what do you think of the new budget offering from Kizer? I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate it, everyone. It really pushes the video out there so more people have a chance to check the video out. If you're new here, we release videos just like this one every single day. Hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell. Love to have you here. Throw up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thanks again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.